Welcome to another episode of Whiskey Sour Libations and Conversations. I'm your host, Dominique. And this week's episode is not sponsored by Jameson. And like I said, every week, I'm going to say what I'm drinking and who didn't sponsor until we get a sponsor so I can be like, oh, so-and-so sponsored this episode. This week, I brought back my lovely cousin, distant cousin. Yeah, exactly. But now we close again. Like now we close. We're developing our relationship, and we had such a great time last time. And we wanted to talk about so much, and I ran out of time. So I had to bring tea back up in here. So
thought my daddy was somebody else.
That's okay. Hold on. It's not that I got the names confused.
That's all good.
And it's funny because I knew your name was Tommy, so I don't know why I called your daddy James Earl. Yeah. But James Earl just be sticking in my head. Like, I don't know why he's at the forefront of my memory. And then it's like Solomon with them Cartier glasses, them like
Yeah, they all wear glasses except one of them.
Yeah, and I'm like, but Solomon wore like they were very gaudy, like so.
Yeah. That's the money man.
Yes. Yeah. So that's what I see is those gold glasses. Yeah. So yeah, charge it to my head, not my heart, man.
I don't charge it to anything. It's fine. Hey, we ain't seen each other so long, you know.
I know, and look, and then you notice that I look. Y'all, I just came back from DR, right? That was the best birthday trip. Like, we had so much fun. Shout out to my homegirls, Kendra and Jay. Yeah, so y'all, I got sunburned. I know y'all be saying Black people can't get sunburned, but yeah, it looked like I have freckles. And I'm also like recovering, like I'm tired still, but not like really tired because I didn't turn up like that. But yeah, I am burnt. Look at this shit.
Wow, that looks painful.
This is
that looks painful.
It actually was only painful for like a day. And it's weird how it set in. It was like I came back to the States and I noticed Monday or Tuesday that I was burned. And I was like, oh shit. And then my body was red, like my undertones in the summer anyway. I have like a reddish undertone. Mm-hmm. And so I didn't even trip until I got back home. And I was just like, oh, damn. So I did put on sunscreen. I don't know what happened to it. Okay, I'm not going to lie. I fell asleep on the chair at the pool.
I was going to ask you.
I was like, I'm not even going to plug and play with y'all no more. I fell asleep on the chair at the pool.
I was going to ask you that. Because I was wondering, I was going to say, were you just relaxing in the sun for a long time? Did you get in the pool and then get out and then like just sat in the, it had to be something because when I go, I sit under an umbrella because I'm not about to sit in the sun and just cook. I'm already black.
Yeah, no. Okay. So I did want a tan. So I got up early and went to the pool. I took my book and I was reading. And then it was an overcast too. So I think low key, the overcast kind of made it worse. Yeah. So here we fucking are. Like it's bad. Like, so this is almost done, but my body is now peeling and it looks like I have vitiligo.
That's bad.
It's bad. It's really bad, but it's hey, when it's done peeling, I'm still going to be tan and it'll just be a glow. Yeah. So that makes me feel better, but it's just the process of trying to get to that level. So I don't know how long my body gonna peel because then I noticed I was like, oh shit, today my shoulders started to peel. My chest is already peeling. And I was like, damn, I didn't even know my shoulders was burned because like I don't know what's happening. So yeah, y'all, I'm out here bad. I'm down bad. I look like a snake.
Were you drinking and fell asleep or?
That's the thing. I didn't drink like that because I didn't want to come back home feeling drained. Mm-hmm. So I drank enough, but I also was drinking hella water and eating like hella fruit. So I think it's just, like I said, it was that day that I fell asleep on that chair.
It had to be.
Yeah. And it got me. It got me good. And I was like, damn, I felt like I was only asleep for like 15, 20 minutes, and that was enough.
That's it. That's all the sun needed.
Yeah, it's like, I got your ass. God damn it.
But I got that slave skin.
Man, shut up.
15, 20 minutes ain't gonna do nothing to me.
See, okay, so I feel like normally I'm like that.
Nah.
But I don't know what happened.
What kind of sun were you sitting? Where did you go? You went to the DR, right?
Yeah, I went to DR. So the Caribbean sun, like, it is a little different from like the US sun. Like, it hit different. You know, we got all this pollution and stuff, and I be forgetting.
Which is why when I went to Jamaica, I sat under something. When I went to Cabo, I sat under something. I'm not about to just sit out in the sun and get cooked like that.
But when it all goes away, it's gonna be bomb. that's my logic. Okay, this is just I'm just like, honestly, whatever. It was worth it. It was totally worth it. The burn is worth the memories that were created and the craziness. So yeah. But when I went, like I said, like when I went to Cuba, it's weird because it was hot. I went to Cuba in May, and then it was just like, literally, it was like one little spot on my chest that burned. But it wasn't like we were at oh shoot. I'm trying to, somehow my charger came out. Hold on.
Your computer ain't gonna die, is it?
Yeah, but I got it. It's right here. I don't know. I must have knocked it out. But yeah, man. So, you know, like, it should be happening. It was totally worth it. And we had so much fun. So I had to tell you this though. The majority of our resort, 90% of the guests were Russian. And so we were really, really confused because DR and so forth. And not that planes don't exist, but I'm just like, damn, that's a long ass flight or whatever. And I'm like, maybe they on holiday. I don't know. Maybe this got something to do with the bullshit that's happening. And they just like, we just want to escape, blah, 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 blah. Why were they looking at us, me and my homegirls, like we were foreigners, like they had never seen Black people before? And it's always weird to me when I see people that are like, because you know the difference in the look between somebody being enamored and then somebody hating. Now the men were enamored, of course, but the women, they be like, oh, that bitch, you know. So it was just really, really strange. And people would come up and ask for photos and all this stuff. I'm like, don't be weird.
Come up and ask for pictures.
I mean, you know, I'm like Beyonce or Kelly or something. No, we don't look like nobody. You just see niggas.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you what's crazy. And it's funny because I got the shoes right here. So I told you about my Cabo story, right? About my flight I didn't have. Did I talk about that?
Yes.
So these were the only shoes that I had when I was in Cabo. And so many of those people stopped me and told me nice shoes. Because you know over there they don't really have much. I wore these shoes. And so many of those people over there stopped me. So many of those people over there stopped me. It was like, nice shoes. Like, I'm big. Like, I'm 6'3", 200 something pounds. All these people short. I got big feet. So it's like a billboard walking around there. Only had 1-2 outfits with these shoes. I had to wear them every day. Every day I was down there.
You didn't go get no, I mean, are you that Black person that's like, I don't wear my feet out. I wear sneakers to the beach. You that dude.
Then I'm gonna go back. I got slave feet as well. So, you know, I have slave feet as well. So,
I can't.
Yeah, no, I'm not walking. Well, I will in the sand, but like just walking down no, I'm not about to walk with thong sandals on. No, I'm not about to do that.
Are you the person that's like nothing goes in between your toes?
Yeah, that's weird. That's very weird. That's weird. Like, I don't understand how women wear like thongs, like a G-string and a crack of your ass like that all day.
I'm not gonna lie. Yes, it's uncomfortable. So I would rather go commando than to wear anything because it is uncomfortable. It is for me.
I figure so. I don't know how y'all do it.
Men.
But I'm gonna tell you how bad my look
That's the
is.
logic behind everything, man.
I want everybody to know how bad my look is. This is breaking news. Like I just so happened to see it flash across my screen. So next Friday, we were going to New Orleans to see my baby mother, Jasmine Sullivan. My girlfriend just sent me a message that she tested COVID positive. So I believe the show is canceled.
No, she didn't test positive for COVID.
She said, my doctor confirmed today that I'm positive with COVID.
Oh, Jasmine Sullivan just followed up. Oh, she took an. Oh,
I'm taking
okay.
every precaution to isolate myself. I'm truly sad to have to cancel more shows, but health and safety comes first for myself, my team, and all of you. LA shows tomorrow will be unfortunately canceled.
Yeah, that's what y'all get, because you know what? All you whores that went online and bought all the tickets and the tickets were only like $25. And you bitches out here, yes, they were.
In LA?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you mean in LA? I thought you meant.
Yeah, so because the majority of it is standing room, I couldn't even get like a seat that was like 50. Listen. And you whores that are trying to put them on StubHub for $200, fuck you all. That's what y'all get.
Yeah. Oh man, I was so excited about going to this. I don't know if we still going to New Orleans, but we was going to see my baby mama. That was the whole purpose of the trip.
Oh, so well, I'm sorry. I hate that Jasmine Sullivan has COVID, but it's still.
I had it twice.
You and Janelle, y'all need to figure.
I'm just thugging. That's all it is. You know, I'm out here breathing, living, eating. I'm strong. What he say on Paid in Full after he got his health back? I'm eating good. I'm eating right. Everything. I'm good.
I've never seen Paid in Full, so I don't know that. Is my black card revoked? I've also never seen Belly.
Did my what? What did you just say?
I've never seen Belly either.
I gotta wipe my screen though, because I think my screen just got.
Okay.
You never seen Belly?
No.
You never seen Paid in Full?
No.
I saw somebody say they never seen The Color Purple. Please tell me you seen The Color Purple. Have you seen The Wiz?
You told Harpo to beat me.
Have you seen The Wiz?
Can you feel a brand new day?
You might have saved yourself.
Can you feel a
Belly
brand new day?
It wasn't everybody's cup of tea. So
no, I've never seen that. But
I have seen what? Oh, Belly,
and I've seen The Wiz. I've seen The Color Purple. It's been a long time, but yeah.
Well, those two movies were movies you would have saw as an adult.
The Color Purple? I saw
The Color Purple you would see as a kid because your parents or your family would watch it all the time. The Wiz, the same thing, but Paid in Full and Belly, as an adult or a high school kid, you would have to see those on your own.
Oh, okay.
I was intrigued with the street life, so
clearly.
Yeah.
No, I have that. That's so funny because it's my mom was really like one of those moms. I'm not gonna say she was a helicopter mom, but it was certain stuff. So helicopter mom is like, she wasn't like the like always hovering and whatever. So I wouldn't say she was like that, but it was certain things that we just couldn't like watch. And I feel like you said, like that was something I would have had to see, but going to like a friend's house, and it was certain things because like, you know, like they didn't want us like listening or watching like Luke or Tupac or Biggie or whatever, you know, twerking like they, you know, mom didn't want us to be fast or anything. So it's funny because we went to the Puff Daddy No Way Out tour in '97.
Yeah. Wait a minute. Who did you go with? Your sister?
Janelle and I went to this concert. My dad got us tickets. Hold on, I'm gonna explain it to you. So it was funny because my mom didn't know who Puff Daddy, you know, like was or what it was about. She let me be Lil' Kim for Halloween, not knowing. Wow. Right. So I'm young. Like I was always enamored by Lil' Kim. I thought she was so pretty, like brown skin. She had big teeth like me before she got them fixed. And she was just confident and she had all this designer fashion, was just rocking it how she wanted to, like, crush on you, like that bit, like literally, like I'm like, I want to be Lil' Kim when I grow up, like, but it was like that confidence of Lil' Kim.
Yeah.
And little did I know I had more confidence than Lil' Kim.
Yeah.
But so my dad got us tickets to go to this concert. My dad drops us off, we go, and we live, we kicking it. And it was the dopest, coolest. I mean, you know, No Way Out. No Way Out was like a bomb ass album.
Is Biggie still alive?
No, Biggie wasn't. So Biggie had just died. So when they did the tour, so it was Usher open, Busta Rhymes open, 112, Lil' Kim, and I feel like, yeah, the Lox was there. I feel like maybe Total, but I don't really remember Total. But and then, you know, like Puffy. And it was dope. Yeah, we definitely came home and got on punishment.
Well, it was worth it.
It was totally worth it. It was totally worth it. We had bomb ass seats, and my mom cussed out my dad
for letting y'all go.
For getting the tickets, letting us go, and she was like, "Do you know what they be saying?" And
well, how did she find out y'all went?
Okay, so she knew we were going, but she told her friend that we were there. And her friend was like, "You let them listen to that raunchy, you know, nasty graphic music." My mom didn't know. Yeah, we definitely was on punishment after that.
It was
totally worth it. Totally worth it. Made me a huge Busta Rhymes fan. Like, his set was so fucking dope.
And this was at the time he was in his prime.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of people don't remember when Busta Rhymes was when he was skinny.
Oh. Yeah, when he was skinny. So funny, I ran into Busta Rhymes out here when he was fat, right? So I'm at this club. I'm at the Roxbury. Oh my God, the Roxbury. And so
they made a movie about that.
Yeah. So I don't think it was that club, but it was just like that's a street out here. So there was a club on that street. So we go to Roxbury. It's me and my homegirl Liz. And I see Busta Rhymes. He's just standing at the bar. Now, I'm not trying to fangirl or anything, but I was just trying to like to let him know. I was like, oh my gosh, like I remember seeing you on the No Way Out tour in '97. Like, you know, it made me a huge fan. Like it's just dope. Like, you know, I'm a fan. Blah, 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 blah. That's all I was trying to say. It wasn't like I was trying to fuck or anything like that. I was not trying to be a groupie. It was just like, it's Busta Rhymes. Like, I'm excited. Do you know that punk bitch rolled his eyes at me? I don't know if I made him feel old or what, but he definitely rolled his eyes at me.
Yeah, that's weird. That's definitely weird.
I'm like, okay.
What grown man rolled his eyes at a woman?
He rolled his eyes at me like I took his man.
Maybe you did.
I was like,
yeah, maybe you did. You never know.
Yeah.
That's definitely weird.
Man, but look, speaking of No Way Out.
I already know what my favorite song on No Way Out was.
What's your favorite song on No Way Out?
Because the end.
I was about to say that. Because I feel like, okay, y'all, the purpose is like, this is kind of like a pop culture episode. Because I have some questions for you about some other stuff, but I wanted to talk about No Way Out. And like I said, you are a huge music enthusiast like I am. Mm-hmm. For the most part, I would say you probably are more advanced than me because I'm more of like an R&B head. Yeah, I don't really dabble in. I try to dabble in in rap and hip hop like that, but it just be some shit. I just like, I don't know. I can't relate. I don't understand. But this has a great beat.
It's still here. I'm at work and they making. Hold on. Let me tell them I'm recording real quick. Hold on. Hold that thought. Don't forget what you said.
Okay.
Nah, I'll be late to dinner. I'm back here recording, Joe. Hey man, you loud. I'm live on the recording, man. What you hearing? It ain't mine. I'm on somebody else. I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry. Hey man, this on somebody else stuff. Go ahead. What was you saying?
They nosy.
Yeah, he is.
I
can introduce myself.
That's why
I put him on camera.
Oh, okay. I was like, I mean, I can introduce myself if you want me to introduce myself. Hello, sir.
You gotta introduce yourself. He just being nosy. Come on, man. You want the world to see you here. No. Come on, show him them legs.
I don't have no pants on, so I can't show you my legs.
I'm talking about his legs.
Oh, I was like, I have no pants on today. I'm sorry.
Yeah, please, don't show.
Yeah, I'm like, no, cousin, I'm sorry. But no, okay. I feel like No Way Out was such a pivotal moment in music.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like how I think when I tell people, they're like, oh, when we talk about like Beyonce and like what was the album that really like made her career, people always try to say Dangerous in Love. I say it was B-Day. So I feel like Puffy was already a star, but I just feel like it just.
But know, the funny thing is, a lot of people have never heard the album in its entirety. When I was in high school, I used to listen to the album every single day.
Really? No. Yeah. Okay, that's strange because I just think, like, because when you think about how big All About the Benjamins like was and still is, like, I just assume that everybody, because like.
They know the songs that were like on the radio, and they made videos for. But outside of that, like they know Victory, All About the Benjamins, and Been Around the World.
Oh yeah, no fucking end. Is this the end with Twista and Genuine?
Yeah, a lot of people haven't heard that. Like I played that for people, and they like, man, I never heard this song. Like that's one of the hardest songs. Like Puff Daddy was really, really rapping on.
He was in his bag.
Yeah, he was.
He was in his bag on that.
He definitely was. That's one of my all-time favorite songs. Well, a lot of people have never heard it before.
Oh my gosh! Like I guess because of how
I knew this was gonna happen. I knew it.
What was gonna happen?
I've been sitting here all day. We got a call. I've been sitting here all day.
It's snowing. How is anything on fire in St. Louis?
No, ain't nothing on fire. It's probably like a car accident. Somebody's psyche. Can we pause it and pick up from here?
Yes.
Okay. I'll be back. I'm gonna call you when I get back.
Okay. Okay, and we're back after this commercial break of putting out fires.
Yeah, literally.
Okay, so we were talking about No Way Out and all the things about this great album and the one song that we both love, which is
This the End?
Is This the End? Which is Puffy featuring Twista and Genuine. And then what was you gonna say?
Carl Thomas was on there too.
Carl Thomas too.
Don't leave out my dog, Carl Thomas.
Okay. I just remembered, Is This the End?
That was Genuine. That was Carl Thomas saying that.
Okay.
Yes.
So look. Okay, so I have another underrated Puffy album.
I probably never heard it.
Last Train to Paris.
Never heard it. Is that the one with Last Night? Mm-hmm. Never heard that.
Actually, no. Is that on there? No, I think that's on Press Play.
That is on Press Play.
That's Press Play because this one was Diddy Dirty Money. So that's with Don Richard,
Danny Kane, and all that.
Yeah, it's the girl from Danny Kane and the other chick. That was on Love and Hip Hop. Yeah. So low key, that album knocks. It is so many bangers. It's the song with Drake, Loving You No More.
Dang, who was that? Drake was out there?
Drake was out. There's the song with Trey Songz. There's a song with Usher. There's a song with Wiz Khalifa. It's 2 songs with Chris Brown. He got a song with Justin Timberlake on there. The motherfucker. I feel like it came out when I first moved to LA, so it's either 2010 or 2011.
You been in LA that long?
Mm-hmm. And he got the Hello, Good Morning, and then it's
So Last Train to Paris, Dirty Money came out in 2010.
Yeah, that album knocks. I listen to it like I still listen to it.
You know what I look for on the album? how many stars are next to the songs. As you
Okay,
can
okay.
see, it's only 2 songs that have stars next to them, and it's "Good Morning" and "Coming Home."
Really? Because I feel like when you say stars, like what does that mean?
That's like people's favorite tracks off of this
Okay,
album.
okay, okay.
So if you go to Puffy's "No Way Out," it's probably no star. All About the Benjamins, like Victory, so it's probably 2 stars.
Okay, okay.
So you don't listen to
Is it
iTunes?
Apple Music?
Yeah, Apple Music.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I have Spotify, so yeah.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Okay. I'm actually about to get rid of that and just get Tidal.
I tried Tidal.
So
I didn't like it when I had it.
I know, like, I feel like it doesn't do how like Spotify will create, like, let's say you listen to an album. So like we listen to Puffy, we listen to No Way Out. So then the station will create based on what you listen, a playlist
Apple
based
does
off
the same thing.
Okay, so I don't know if Tidal does that, but I will say that I can confirm that the frequency, like the way that it plays, is like super clear. Whereas on Spotify and Apple, it's more lo-fi.
Yeah.
I can hear, and even though I do have hearing issues, that is something that I heard.
You do too, huh?
So is this a family thing? Because
what ear is it?
It's my left.
You better shut the front door. You better shut the front. So
I went to get fitted for hearing aids the other day.
Nah, mine's ain't. It's not. I probably should. So here's the thing. I was born with fluid on my left ear. So instead of my parents being responsible when I was a baby and getting a tube put in my ear, they just let it go on. So now as an adult, I was trying to go to the Air Force. And I couldn't go to the Air Force because you have to have pristine hearing. Like my hearing in my right ear was fine. My left ear, I've always failed hearing tests, even as a child. In elementary school, I used to hate taking the test because I would always fail. They were like, you need to get a tube or a surgery for your ear so you can go to I was like, nah, I'm just not going to the military. Fast forward, now it's bad. Like really bad. I have an appointment Monday to get surgery on my ear.
So what are they gonna do?
He has to they did an x-ray on my ear, like it's a bone that they have to do something with. Like they're gonna cut into my ear and like fix a bone. Like it wasn't as bad as I thought it was. So they just going in, cleaning some stuff up, fixing a bone. And they told me I could leave the same day.
So the actual hairs in my ear are damaged. So I don't think that's like you can't get surgery for that or so so in the meantime.
Yo, that's crazy.
Yeah, so I wonder if that's something like
hereditary.
Yeah, because she asked me when I was in the middle of the test, did I have hearing aids growing up? And I was like, no, but I remember my ears ringing a lot as a kid. My ears used to ring and my ears still ring as an adult. So when I put the hearing aids in, now also I am coming back off a trip where I was fully relaxed. Mm-hmm. So I don't remember my ears ringing when I put the hearing aids in because they were saying that because of how, like when I hear, it's nothing to catch that sound because they're damaged. Mm-hmm. That's what causes the ringing in my head. Like it's a whole thing.
I think that's called tinnitus.
No, it's different from tinnitus. Like I do have friends that have that, but I actually have hearing loss. So they said that it's likely equated to the hearing loss.
You know, at my side job, they have headphones that you don't actually put inside your ear. You put them like what is this bone? Like they called. I don't want to say it wrong, but I'm gonna find it out. I'm gonna send you a picture of it. They like put the thing over their ear and it goes behind their ear. And they can still hear the music and everything, so it doesn't go directly in your eardrum. Like they talk on the phone with them on, they listen to music, but they can still hear me saying something to them. But they can hear the music clear and loud. It's like noise canceling and everything.
Oh wow!
Yeah, I'm gonna find it out because everybody wears them, but they look so stupid. I refuse to wear them. So. Yeah. But that's crazy. I had no idea.
Yeah, I have. And then I was telling Lucretia about it today. She's like, they can't do surgery for it. I'm like, well, I'm pretty sure that this is beyond that.
Yeah. If you would have caught it when you were younger, you'd probably been.
Yeah.
But you know, as you get closer to 40.
Yeah, and like I told her today, I was like, I remember being a kid and my ears ringing, but I just never said nothing.
Nah, I didn't have that problem. I just failed my hearing test, but I could hear like, and I rode around with like speakers in my ear, like Beats. You know how we rode around. Sunday, the back seat let down and all the bass, so that messed my hearing up. It wasn't nothing like that, but.
Yeah, it's actually both of my ears. So I have like severe hearing loss in my left and then moderate hearing loss in my right.
Dang, man.
Yeah.
You too young to be walking around with hearing aids.
Look, nigga, I can't hear, I can't see.
Look,
yeah, I'm like,
I got these Malcolm X glasses on because I lost my other ones. I broke, so I come to work with these glasses on, and they like, man, you just look different with those glasses on. Yeah, these are my good glasses, so I just gotta go get some that wear every day.
Yeah, no, but you know, it is what it is. I had to go to I had to get an MRI on my sinuses. No, I got a CT scan on my sinuses and an MRI on my knee. I had hit my knee a couple months ago. And so we finally did the follow-up for that. And then he was just like, I mean, pretty much he said I have like some sort of lateral edema thing, how I hit it and I had fallen. But he was saying it was on the left side of my knee. I was like, but I hit it on the right. So I don't know what happened. And I was telling him, I was like, the pain is actually not at the point where I hit it. It's kind of behind the knee.
Oh.
But he was saying, like, based on it, he was like, you can see the bruise.
Mm-hmm.
But so I have to go get physical therapy for that. I'm like,
we just breaking on down, you know. I almost had to get a hip replacement. Yeah. Yeah. You know, I've been going hard since I was young, you know. Lifting people I shouldn't have been lifting things I shouldn't have been lifting, you know, just doing extra stuff, trying to knock walls down, lift cars, all kind of crazy stuff when I was younger. My hip paid for it.
Oh my gosh. So, no. Okay.
Yeah.
Back.
Yeah,
let's go back to because we like, damn, we old, break it down. Yeah, I'm like, nigga, I woke up when I turned 35. Like, I'm telling you. So I turned 35. It was a Saturday. And I woke up and all of a sudden I had grays in my baby hairs.
You see this? You probably can't see my chin. Look at it.
Yeah, I can see that. Like, look at this. Like, I'm like, what the fuck? And I'm like, this don't make no sense. Literally woke up and I was just like.
The good thing about it is we age well. I saw my dad today. Just so happened we was shopping at the grocery store. And I'm looking at somebody that looked like me. I'm like, man, this dude look familiar. But you know, everybody got a mask on. But I know my dad. I saw his ears. I was like, oh, that's my dad. I walked up to him. I was like, man, you look real familiar. He was like, yeah, I know I do. Yeah. So, yeah, that was cool. I ran into my dad in the store. But, yeah, he looked good. My daughter's birthday is Wednesday. And my dad's birthday is the 15th. And my Uncle Clyde's birthday is the 13th of March.
Oh, shoot, I be forgetting about Clyde.
Yeah.
Because there's two Clydes.
Yeah, that's right. Unama. He changed his name. Kunama.
Kunama.
Yeah. Kunama, Clyde, whatever.
I know. That's so funny. Oh, okay. So I have a question for you because I wanna ask you, like, and I don't really talk about Kanye West.
Yo.
Like, so I didn't watch the documentary yet. Everybody keeps saying you need to watch it. Like, listen. So my question is this: I have a problem.
Mm-hmm.
I have a problem because now he has me feeling like being empathetic toward Kim Kardashian. And I feel like his antics and shenanigans that he's doing on social media, which is harassing, bullying. The only thing
Mhm.
I agree with is what he said about this, like how his kids, like, I think that's too grown, or this person shouldn't have that, whatever. So, but I think outside of that, all this other shit, I don't agree with. I don't think that this is right,
Mhm.
that he is harassing her for wanting to move on with her life. So I wanted to talk about that because he keeps saying she won't let me see my kids. That's how he's trying to spin it. But I'm like, nigga, you are being very reactive. Like, you are doing shit that I would be like, nigga, you can't see our kids.
Yeah. Okay, so I've been a huge Kanye West fan since I first heard of Kanye West. It's like, because I'm a huge Jay-Z fan. So when I heard like the Blueprint and I found out he did those, I've been a huge Kanye West fan. I saw him at the pageant when he first came out a long time ago. I've
Damn, you
always
and
been a
Janelle was
huge,
at that show.
yeah, I've always been a huge Kanye West fan. Where it changed for me was when his mother died, you can tell he just changed. Like 808 Heartbeats, people say that's his best album. I didn't like the switch. I just didn't like the switch. I couldn't,
Why would she
I
make
couldn't,
calls out the blue?
I couldn't handle that switch. So I really did listen to 808s and Heartbeats, breaks or
Heartbreak.
with heartbreaks and heartbeats. 808s and heartbreaks. A lot of people liked it. Okay. This by far is a must watch for everybody to understand why Kanye West is the way he is. The first reason listen, this shit is deep. Like after I saw it, I felt so bad for this man because I'm gonna tell you why. I have never seen anybody's mother so in tune with their child and everything that they do. Like she was this man's biggest cheerleader. Like they went through everything together. Like this was his best friend. Like just he couldn't be sad around his mother. You got the energy from her. She would always uplift him. I remember she had a saying, and I was just like, man, that's crazy. She told him, he was talking about something, and she told him that a giant can't see himself in a mirror. When you think about that, like that's just a profound. So like you've never heard anything like this. You know what I'm saying? A giant can't tell they're a giant because you can't look in the mirror and see yourself. So you don't know that you bigger than you actually are. You know what I'm saying? All you see is right now, everything not working out, but you're a giant. Like you can't see yourself because you're that big. She would tell him stuff like that, and it just blew my mind. Like it would just lift his spirit up. Like she would sing all of his songs. So when she died, I could totally understand why this dude just like it's nobody in the world like my mother was to me. Like I never find it. So I think he's just been out here trying to find himself, but he's always been that type of person. But it just turned like it took a turn for the worse when his mother died. He's always been arrogant, full of himself. As honestly, I think you should be. If don't nobody believe in you, you should believe in yourself. It doesn't matter what anybody else thinks. He always had this bravado as I'm the best producer. I don't want to be a producer anymore, so don't label me a producer. I'm a rapper now. So I'm going to be the best rapper. And he's like, hands down, one of the best 5 rappers of today. Not of all time to me, but of today, he's one of the greatest rappers around. Now, all this extra stuff he's doing, he needs help. Like, he don't know how to cope with the loss of his mother. I don't even know how long it's been, but it's been a while since his mother's died, and he hasn't healed from it. You have to watch this documentary. It is deep. Like everything this dude manifested came true. And I could not believe it. Like everything this dude said and just the simple fact this documentary wasn't made for the reason that people think it was made from. Like this was recorded to show the process of this dude going from making beats and nobody believed in him to him becoming like a billionaire, one of the richest people in the world. Like this documentary wasn't on purpose. It was just a dude following him around with a camera to see the life of, you know what I'm saying, this whole process. And it turned into, like, they made Through the Wire off of this documentary on accident. It was like, I'll just record him taking this thing off. Like, you have to see it. I'm not going to tell you. But when you watch it, I think you will understand Kanye West a little bit better. It's a great documentary. The last one comes out on March 2nd. So just wait and binge watch it. But you have to watch it. Now, maybe she deserved to be harassed.
See, now there
Kardashians
you
have
go. See,
ruined.
now,
The
okay. So here
Kardashians have
we go. Okay.
single-handedly
No, no, no,
ruined.
no, 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 no. Okay. That's why I said I have a problem because you making me feel empathy toward her.
Oh.
So that's what I'm saying. So that's a problem for me.
Yeah, you should.
So what I'm saying, no. Okay, so here's the difference. Kids are involved.
That's true.
And North is old enough to understand and see what is happening. And we live in the information age, like where social media, all of this stuff, like these kids are gonna be able to Google this one day and that's gonna come up. So I think there's a way that you should be handling your business and just operating, because Kanye West will touch money that you and I might ever see. No, I'm not gonna say that. Yes, the fuck I am, because bitch, I'm gonna be on a yacht off the coast of Saint Tropez
it's possible.
and Monaco.
It's definitely possible.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm tired of people making an excuse for him, and I'm tired of people saying that, oh, he needs black friends or he needs a black woman. Why do black women always have to be somebody's savior?
No, I wouldn't go as far. He could date whoever he wants to. What I'm saying is he has wires loose and he needs help.
Yeah, absolutely. So that's what I'm saying. It's just like, I feel like at this point, how he is spiraling again, and it's like, oh, I'm trying to get my wife back and all stuff. And I feel like part of it too is just like he mad because Kim filed for divorce before he could. We knew at some point
it was going.
Both of those, it was going to fizzle. We knew that because just how their egos are.
Yeah.
So I think that it's a way that you handle stuff, especially when you are in the public eye, when you have kids. So you should not be online saying whatever about the dude that she dating because you mad. Like, that's pussy nigga shit. Like, you're too old. Like, you can have any bitch that you want.
Yeah.
You can have all the pussy in the world or dick, whatever the fuck you want. And I think that there's a way that you should maneuver and handle your business just solely based on the fact that your kids will be able to see this.
Yeah.
And I feel for his children, and I understand why Kim will be, not necessarily wanting this person that appears like you are unstable.
He's very unstable. Very unstable.
And the situation with his mom, you have access, go to fucking therapy. And I feel like you've talked about, oh, I have a mental health issue, I'm bipolar, blah, 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 blah. But nigga, you ain't said nothing about therapy.
No.
And at this point, he needs a psychotherapist.
Yeah.
He might be schizophrenic.
I think he is. I think he is. Like, that really damaged him.
Yeah, really and I understand that, but this is a conversation that I had with my mom today. I said, look, there are people that believe that things happen to them or for them. And so, and I was just saying that, there are a lot of people that like being the victims. So prime example is my sister and I's like biological mom passing away when I was 6 months and she was 3, right? Mm-hmm. So that's like us moving through life and blaming everybody else and like, well, this is why I'm responding this way because my mom died.
Yeah, I get it.
And it's like at some point, you should want to heal. You should not want to be in that space.
Yeah.
And so I remember my mom made a comment like saying that, oh, every day I wake up and at this point I was like 30 something and I feel like my sister died. And I was just like, okay, mom died. At that point, I think I was like 30, 31, 32. I was like, however many years ago, like 30 something years ago, I was like, that's a personal problem. Like, you have to not want to be in that space. I would not want to wake up and feel that every day.
Right. Yeah.
So I don't feel empathy, like, and it's not that I lack empathy. It's just like, I know what it's like to be depressed. Mm-hmm. I get depressed. I have anxiety attacks, all of that. So when those things happen, or I feel like something is creeping up, I know that I have to be proactive to counteract that. Whether it be creating, whether it be making candles, whether it be blogging or doing a live or going over to my friend's house and hanging out. So I'm not in that space because I don't like being in that space. Yeah. So at some point, it's like you have to kind of be accountable. And I get it. Everybody doesn't have the same mentality that I have.
And another thing, I think he has too much power.
He has too much power. He has too many yes people. Like we said, like he too many yes people around him that don't hold him accountable. Because I would have been like, if I were your friend, I'm like, nigga, you down bad. Like you out here looking crazy as fuck.
The two times I like when he got checked was when Sway checked him, and when what's my Van Lathan.
Yep.
I like
Jimmy Kimmel had checked him when he did that shit. When he pulled that mic from Taylor Swift when he hopped up on the stage, Jimmy Kimmel called him out about that. He was like, because I know he was like, I know your mom. Like, I met your mom. What do you think that she would say?
Right, yeah.
And he started crying.
Yeah.
And so it's just like, okay, clearly there's something missing. And I don't think nobody else, you can't go searching and looking for external things to make you feel good temporarily. Because it's all like external, like we know, like it's just it's temporary. The ultimate goal is to be the best version of yourself. And a lot of times that takes a lot of soul searching, but it's easier for him to lash out and, oh, I got $1 billion. Let me call, like they didn't put me on the Forbes list for being a billionaire and I'm a billionaire. Let me call the CEO or the editor, the EIC, the editor-in-chief. Nigga, you should be calling a fucking therapist.
And somebody asked me a question that I questioned when I watched it yesterday. I said to myself, would he give up all of this money just to have his mother back? And I guarantee you he would say he would. He would give up every dime to have his mother back. And that would fix everything. He would give it all up. I believe that. I 1000% believe that. If somebody could sit down with Kanye West and ask him, if you could get your mother back for every penny that you have in the bank, would you give it all up? And that man would say yes. A lot of people wouldn't say yeah. I don't believe a lot of people would say yes.
I'm not 110% sure that I would say that he would.
I believe I guarantee you that man would say yes. He is infatuated with his mother. He's infatuated.
But is that not common for a lot of men? Like that's why they date the way they date, because it's like, oh, I want to be in close proximity to having somebody like my mom that I can fuck.
Yeah.
Which is creepy.
Yeah, but that's strange. I've never thought like that. I ain't never thought like that. Like I want somebody compatible that satisfies me the way I need to be satisfied. It don't have nothing to do with my mother.
You'd be surprised. So there's a lot of weirdos out here. A lot of men and a lot of things that men want from women is a mother that they can fuck. Like, and that's just the reality of the situation. And I feel like I'm not 110% sure if he would. Let's find out. Let's see. I'm gonna DM him and ask him. Now let's see if he check his request.
Who?
But Kanye, I'm gonna be bold. I'm gonna say, hey, I have a question. If you can give up
all, you know somebody that can ask him. Listen,
I do know people, but they ain't gonna ask him that.
I would walk up to him and ask him. If I saw Kanye West in the airport, I would ask him. I just have a serious question for you. If you can give all of this up just to have your mother back, would you do it? That man would say yes. He wouldn't think twice about it. I guarantee you that man would say yes. Just to have my mother back, I would.
Why would you say yes when you sacrificed your mother?
See, well, that's what I'm saying. Me and my lady had this conversation. We didn't have a conversation about sacrifice. She was just saying how she felt his mother was selfish because of what she did, because she knew that her health was declining. And the surgeon here told her, I'm not going to do the surgery because I'm not going to risk you losing your life because you have all these ailments. So I'm not going to do it. So she went and left the country to get what she wanted done, and she passed.
She got that done here.
I thought she went to
she got
Michael Jackson doctor, right?
No,
It
she
wasn't that
went
dude?
to So she got her surgery done here. It was one doctor, I think in Beverly Hills, that told her no. A couple of doctors, maybe. I know for a fact because you remember it was a black doctor that did it, and that was here.
It wasn't the
And the
dude.
whole thing was, it's
See, I thought
like,
it was. I thought it was she left the country and went and got
no.
it done. But why you
Mm-mm.
think Kanye sacrificed his mother? That was his mother's decision. He probably told her, "No, you don't need
Well,
to
he
do that."
paid for it. He paid for
If
it.
she wanted it done, he gonna give her whatever she wants.
Yeah, so I'm just saying that, like,
Because it's hard to tell a rich person no. You can't. I won't do this. You ain't gonna do it. I'll go pay somebody double.
well, no, I'm not gonna say that he sacrificed her, but I'm
No,
just
he.
saying. But I'm just saying, like, the whole thing, it was negligent, and then I feel like a relative of theirs was supposed to, like, was her nurse, and whatever it was, like, it was just a lot of it was negligence as well. On top of, okay, one, you shouldn't have performed this. Two, it was a lot of negligence involved. So I have to find the article. I feel like their cousin or something was supposed to be like her nurse.
And she didn't do what she was supposed to.
Shit, nobody did, because had they done what they supposed to, she wouldn't have got the surgery.
True that. True that. What was the surgery for?
Liposuction and all this other stuff.
Yeah. I just hate that. But we can't live forever. And who's to say she would have still been alive?
So that's what I was gonna say too. I was just like,
yeah.
And but I also feel like, you know, like I was a very hardcore Kanye West fan until the Van Lathan interaction.
Yeah, I didn't like that either.
That was the no for me. And the issue with it is it goes back to a lot of things that happen that Black people have to unlearn. And this is not me being hoteppy at all. But a lot of people in our community equate whiteness to success.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what he has done.
Yeah.
And he has consistently, in the most recent years, pissed on Black women. And in order to be with, like, you know, like Kim or whatever, or how he even was talking to, like, when he was running for president, right? So a Black chick asked him a question, which was a very valid question. And I will send you the clip. But how he responded to her, where he immediately went into defense mode and started attacking her, whereas it was like a white chick, and he like embraced her. So it's just like, I pick up on stuff like that. And I don't like shit like that. And I feel like Black women, we are always like I was telling you on vacation, how the Russian dude, like, it was one guy being like really nice and trying to be friendly, but and we had a language barrier. And then the friend walks up and refers to us as prostitutes and asking us like how much. Black women are just not allowed to be. We're not allowed to take up space how white women are allowed to take up space, and other types of women. It's always a problem that somebody always thinks that we have a problem, or they always think we got to come in and save motherfuckers.
Yeah.
I'm tired. Yeah. So I'm like, why do we have to save people when y'all can do the work? Like, to correct that behavior. A lot of people are lazy and they don't want to do the work. Yeah. Kanye West is one of them. Like, I'm just like, so it's annoying and frustrating. So you have those things like, and you get, I mean, Candace always is one, oh, I'm touching the hem of whiteness, so I'm successful, and let me talk down on my people. And Kanye West is that person. I mean, what we see it all the time. We see it every day. And I think that's something that we have to get out of. Like, look at the bullshit that's happening over in like Ukraine and Russia, right? Yeah. And it's all like power and all that stuff. And I just think that, I mean, look, Bill Cosby is another one.
Did you watch it?
Nigga, I didn't finish it. But I'm telling you, like, Niggas wasn't popping Quaaludes. Who gave him that shit and that idea?
Exactly. Who was he hanging with?
And I'm not. Oh, he's a creep, by the way. I'm not making an excuse for him. Because you want to fuck unconscious bitches, you will fuck a dead body, you will fuck a corpse. So you're free.
So which one have you made it to?
I made it through the first one, but I need to finish the rest of it.
Because it's crazy that I noticed the pattern. Like, majority of the victims weren't African American.
No.
So that was his preference. It was white women. Mm-hmm. So it was a statement that he made to that professor in Hampton, the black guy. I can't remember his name, but he one of the guys in there talking. Wait till you hear what Bill Cosby said to him. I really don't think Bill Cosby cares for his own race like he portrays he does.
A lot of people don't.
He's a puppet.
Because again, you reached a certain level of success. So like how they were talking about, there were certain spaces like how he used to be, like kind of mirrored his career kind of after Dick Gregory, and they told him to kind of clean it up, and he knew that in order for him to go further,
he had to clean it up. And then he knocked on Eddie Murphy and Richard Pryor for using profane language and
yeah. And so that's what I'm saying. So you feel like in order for you to be successful, you have to drop who you are in order to succeed. And I get it. We all sell out a little bit in our careers.
We feel like we have to basically what you were saying, in order to appease them, we have to show them that we're on their side. So I ain't like them. So let me down those people so I can remain rich and on top. But they all look at us the same. They do.
And that's the thing, is that at the end of the day,
you're still a nigga, like OJ. Like Jay-Z said, OJ.
And that is true. And once we realize that, we could be so much further as a community. But that's what I'm saying. Like, as a community, we could be so much further as far as wanting to partner with each other, because we all, like, assimilation is key. Like that has been instilled in our brains, you know, since our ancestors got dropped off on a boat over here. So, and it's not just Black people, you know, Asian people are like that, you know, Armenians are like that. Those races also deal with colorism as well. So it's just like, I think that's what has happened. I'm like, oh, this nigga forgot that he was Black. And now shit's starting to hit the fan. Your bitch don't want to be with you no more. Yeah. And you're like, oh, I'm being treated like a nigga. I thought you wasn't a nigga.
Right. Slavery was a choice, remember?
Yeah. But. And so I think that's why I'm very frustrated, because I'm just like, yo, like, what you are doing is dangerous. Yeah. And I'm kind of like, nigga, I hope they, like, you have access, go to fucking court about your kids.
I ain't really been keeping up. I don't really keep up.
I see the bullshit. And like, or I'll see some tweets, but it's always, like I said, I feel like a lot of people always, because Black men. So I feel like, and it's weird because like we see the conversations about Black men and Black women, and we always feel like there's this tug of war and that we don't look out for each other. And I don't think that's necessarily true. I feel like I see, you know, Black men always feel like they are more at risk than Black women, when I feel like it's an equal playing field, because we see how it happens when it comes to the law and the media and you know, people getting killed. So it's at like, yes, the number I think of Black men may be slightly higher, but I'm just like, we both getting it.
Yeah, we all targets. Yeah, all of us. It don't matter, men and women. We all targets. But in order to get to the women, they have to demasculinate the men. So, man, that's a whole conversation.
But like, see, I don't feel like, at least in my circle, but there's certain things that, like I say, I don't necessarily subscribe to, but I also see things differently living in LA, and also I have a different experience. So I know for me, at least the people that I hang out with and again experience, we don't do those things. And I got into it with this one guy because he was like, every time I post something about somebody, you say you must hate black men or whatever. I was like, no, I come back with the facts about things somebody in particular might have said or done, so that you posting this post counteracts a lot of the other bullshit. Prime example, one of the posts were Kanye. I said counteracts this statement because it's not true because of how he treats black people, black women. So that's what I'm saying. I think black women just really want to be left alone. Mm-hmm. Somehow we always end up at the topic of somebody conversation. We was just like, I was making spaghetti.
You know, I had this on our last episode of our podcast, which we're recording this Sunday, guys. Right here in the pod, check us out. We talked about that. Mm-hmm. He was telling me about a guy that had a podcast, and he was always down black women, and he was an African American man. And my question would be to him, like, what is your mother? What is your sister? What is your aunt? What is your grandmother?
So funny. I would come into contact with people out here, and I'm not gonna say they're all LA natives because a lot of the men that I've come into contact with are not LA natives. So I want to make that clear. And a lot of them, if they did, a lot of them would say that they don't date black women. They would say, I think you are attractive, but I don't date black girls. Or it would say, oh, they would be interested because they felt like I wasn't like the stereotypical black girl, like the loud. I'm like, you ain't paying attention.
So what's their preference?
Other.
Okay, so check this out.
And for me, not to cut you off, I'm not even gonna entertain you because you're weak to me. And I had to have this conversation with my homeboy. And he was like, I don't date black girls. And I was like, well, that's just funny. I said, because you just introduced me to your black mother, sister, and black niece. He's like, yeah, but I would have fucked my mother. I said, no, but what I'm saying is based on the woman that I just met, she would be heartbroken if she heard what you just said to me.
Right.
I said, I'm not saying you got to fuck your mom or anything like that, but I'm saying that you come from a strong background. I don't feel like your mom was like absent or gave you problems or anything. So what you're saying, I'm like, it's one thing, you can like who you like, but I don't think that should come at the expense of dissing an entire race of women. So
here's my thing with that a lot of people, African American men, don't realize. So it's funny you said this. I swear I just had this conversation this morning when I told a coworker of mine I've never been attracted to Caucasian women. I was like, you serious? What's wrong with you? I was like, y'all ever seen the movie Othello? Like, that's real. So you take a black woman, right? You get into a domestic dispute with a black woman. She say, oh, he hit me. They just take you to jail. They hate the fact that you're talking to somebody of their kind when you're talking to a white woman. Let the police show up and this lady could say anything. He raped me. You probably didn't even touch this lady. You could tell her, I don't want to be with you no more. The shit they're going to put you through will be 30 to 40 times worse than what it would be if you had to do the same thing with a black woman. They don't want you talking to theirs. They hate the fact that you land in the bed. Like, I know people that's married to white women or girl like, the shit that they have to go through is 100 times worse than it would. So I don't understand when you say, I don't talk to black women. What's your purpose? What's your purpose? Because the what you have to go through is far worse.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people. But
I mean, you prefer what you prefer, but don't knock it. Okay, if you just don't like, you don't have to announce it to the world. Oh, I don't like black women because they do. Okay, that's fine. I prefer not to date white women. I have my reasons, but I'm not going to announce it to the world. Like, what's the reasoning for it?
Right.
So when a black man says that, oh, I don't date black women, like, what is your mother? How could you dislike what you come from? Like, you have your personal preference, that's fine. But when you have to get out and announce it, what's your reasoning for it?
They
That don't
hate their
even make
mama
sense
and they
to me.
hate themselves.
You have to
Yeah.
say, I don't like black women. Oh, I don't like Chris Brown. I don't like dark women. I don't like black women. I like my. What's your reason? Because you rich and you light skinned? That don't even make sense to me. What is your mother?
But see, Chris Brown still mad at his mama for staying in that abusive ass relationship. Because Chris Brown daddy is like your color.
Exactly. So I mean,
that goes back, but like I said, that goes back to when you chronicle out, like when you start to really look at people and they dating pattern, there's this window, and it might be a tiny window where they saw their mom get disrespected, their mom stayed somewhere too long, and that's what happened.
You go putting your hands on other women.
You go putting your hands on other women, or you just be completely done with your mama, or women that look like your mama.
I don't know. People just weird.
Yeah, people are. But like I said, when you internalize things and you don't confront it head on, that's how those things happen, and it's just a cycle, and it just keeps repeating itself and repeating itself over and over again.
Yeah, it's just a crazy world we live in. You know, everybody think that way is right. Some people might think that way is wrong. You live your life how you want to live it, but you don't have to boast and announce everything. Oh, you're attractive, but I don't date black women. Oh, what's your point?
Yeah, I'm like,
what's your point? I mean, I don't care to know that. Like, if that's your preference, that's cool. But I mean, don't throw it in my face because I could care less, really.
Yeah, a lot of people, like I said, like people are just ignorant and they just don't. They don't realize like they have internalized a lot of things in those, and it triggers them when you know like when you call them out. Because like another situation is, it's so interesting how everybody's been split on this situation with Meg Thee Stallion and Tory Lanez.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay. Everybody yesterday when they said, oh, they didn't find his DNA, and I was surprised how many. I mean, this entire time, I know niggas, but it's been this entire time, it's been like black women attacking her since this had happened. It's like, you're lying. Like that didn't happen to you. You probably did something to make that even happen to you. And I was like, okay, all we know is that this girl was walking away, and whatever, if it was fragments of a bullet, whatever happened, it sent her to the hospital where she had to get surgery or whatever. So I'm like, that's what we do know. I'm like, so she is going based off of, hey, I know it was an argument. I know I walked away. I know this person had the gun. I assumed it was this person. And that's all I know.
Right.
So I'm like, okay, so y'all not taking that into account, but it's also, they're like, that bitch lying. Y'all, she's going to be over and canceled, blah, 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 blah. And I was just like, why do we love victim blaming so much here? Because like, think about it. Like, think about what if that bullet went somewhere else and that girl died?
Right.
It's just a lot of people, and a lot of black women too, subscribe to like misogynoir and that toxic masculinity that happens because they probably have been around a lot of people or have experienced some level of abuse themselves. Or is it that also that women, more so black women, we're taught that in order to obtain like certain levels of love, that it has to come at a struggle. And she was like, you know what? Fuck no, I don't have to deal with this. I'm walking away. Or how Drea was even like, I want somebody to love me that much where they shoot me in my feet. What?
This society we live in is crazy. Social media has ruined the world.
Has ruined it.
To say something so stupid like that. I wish somebody loved me that much to shoot me in my feet.
And you were a brand ambassador for like Savage Fenty. And you know what Rihanna had experienced. People and lost your deal because of that.
And that was Drea?
Mm-hmm.
People don't. Wait a minute. Which one is Drea?
The one who said her whole car could be deleted.
Okay. She used to be on Basketball Wives?
Yeah.
Yeah. I see. I don't keep up. Like, it's just the same cycle over and over. Stupid broads. Excuse me. I don't mean to call them broads, but stupid people.
I wasn't offended.
It's just like I said. This is just social media world. I was just talking on the fire truck on the way back, and we were talking about. I was talking about Jet Beauties of the Week. You remember Jet magazine?
You want to know what's so weird is that my homeboy, Cuffs, the legend, he kept posting about that stuff today, and so that's weird that you keep.
I was telling him it's crazy how I used to love Jet Beauties of the Week, by the way. Might I add. All natural. Like none of that fake stuff. And then my coworker, he was saying, it's our fault these women doing all this to their bodies because we made them feel like they weren't enough. I was like, listen, I ain't need all that. Just give me a Jet Beauty of the Week, a natural body. My lady, she don't have to get all this surgery. I told you fine like you are. Like you putting your health at risk by putting that foreign stuff in your body, and your body starts to reject it, and you get sick, and you don't know why you get sick because your body's not. You put something foreign in your body for what? If a person don't accept you for who you are, then you wasting all this money to fix yourself up, and he's still gonna be with somebody else. Now you're out here sick because this man don't want you, and there's stuff in your body. You wasted your money, man. People need to. I told somebody posted something about being alone. Like being alone is the best thing for you. You can learn how to love yourself.
Love yourself,
Get to know who you are, and just build the strength you need and the character you need. So when somebody want to be in a relationship with you, you just ain't half stepping. Like they accept who you are and everything about you. You know how to be by yourself. A lot of people don't know how to do that though.
A lot of people, because that's when your mind, it starts to wonder. And I think like when I moved here, I was dating somebody. I was on the break. I knew I was going to break up. But that period of being like single and learning how to date, like entering the dating world, like I spent a lot of time with myself. I took myself to the movies. I did a lot of stuff and really got to really know myself because I was just like, damn, for the past 5 years, I have been in a relationship. And I was just like, I have identity. And the cool thing is about when I was dating this person, I wasn't like I had to be up under them all the time. I'm never that type of chick when I'm dating people. I need to be under them all the time. But I was just like, I felt like, and it's not that I had so much identity attached to this person. It was just like, I'm in a new city and I'm like learning the ropes out here. And that was fun. And it was just also like, oh, this is what I would like in a partner. This is what I don't like. What would my ideal partner look like? What am I willing to compromise on or whatever? So I spent a lot of time with myself. And when that time came to start dating, I was just like, okay, well, I'm coming to you whole, not broken. So I don't expect you to come to me halfway either,
Which we do. Men do. I had to take some time by myself and just sit in a lot of stuff. I didn't even know me. Somebody would ask me certain things that I didn't know.
That's real.
But a lot of people won't admit it. But you have to be honest with yourself and be honest with other people. If you're not ready for a relationship and you need time to heal, but don't take forever. I mean, you can take as long as you want to. If you think being by yourself is the only answer, you tired of being hurt, be by yourself. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, and when you are by yourself, also be able to release too. And one thing that I always tell my girlfriends to be careful of is that we get so caught up on what we don't want. And you low key those words, it starts to manifest and you start meeting men and you're like, what the fuck? This is everything I said. I said, because that's what you was focused on. Let's focus on what it is that you want out of your partner.
You know what I asked my lady when I first met her?
What you ask her?
I didn't even ask her. She would tell me. that she never thought she would find anybody like me because it will always be she had certain things that she couldn't accept.
Okay.
I don't even remember what she told me they were. But she said she didn't find any of those things in me. So I said, so if it was like 100 things and one of those things on that list that you couldn't accept, you would just not talk to me. She was like, I just couldn't do it. Me, I think I could do it. If it's one thing out of 5 and you only, like, as she was saying, checking by, I checked all the boxes. I checked all the boxes. But if I didn't check one category, you wouldn't talk to me. She was like, I don't know.
Because, well, I don't blame.
Are like that.
Yeah, I don't blame her though, because to me that's like, oh, I don't want to settle. And women, I feel like women, a lot of times we are told that we have to deal with people that don't have everything that we want, or they might have the things that irk us.
Okay, all right. So say for instance, I did have a thing that I'm sure I irk her now, but not to the point where she said, I don't want to be with you no more.
Right.
But say for instance, it was something that, I don't know, she wants somebody with 10 fingers and I only had 8. You couldn't love me because I had 8 fingers, but I made sure you well taken care of. I'm just using it for an example. If they say I want somebody with, I don't know, I couldn't walk or something like that. Like from my kneecap down or something, but I still work. You know what I'm saying? Everything still work. You know what I'm saying? But it's just
if that was something that irked her, then
But this person loves you beyond any type of love that you ever
at
felt.
that point you wouldn't even known, because she would have walked right past you.
That's my
she would have walked past you though.
That's what I'm saying. People are missing out because they can't look past one thing that can be fixed.
I mean,
or you can even
you know what? But it depends. I feel like if it's something that I feel like if it's something that like that is just like an ultimate deal breaker, I'm not mad at her for saying no. But if it is something that you just like, it's a no. Like you just got to be okay with that. Some people, but like I said, we're always taught that we have to compromise and settle when it comes to our needs and our desires.
Because I definitely wasn't. I wasn't gonna settle or compromise for anything.
Exactly. So why should she?
But I could deal with, if it was one thing, I could deal with it.
I don't know.
I used to say before I got married, I wouldn't talk to nobody that had kids, and I did, which that's a bad example. But if I was in the same boat and I met an amazing woman and she had a kid.
No, I don't think I ever was like that, where I was like, okay, I don't want to date anybody with kids. But I will say that now I don't want to date anybody with like young kids, because the proximity is too close for you, in that the mother of your child, and like I don't need your kid being confused, calling me mom, and like I don't see this long term. So I like dating people with kids that's close to my age, like
close to your age.
Yeah, I don't have to deal with
old men.
Yeah, I don't have to deal with like certain drama or whatever. Like it's different. Your kids are grown.
Yo, I gotta come down there for like a couple of days. I gotta come to LA for a couple of days. I really do.
Come hang out.
Huh?
Come hang out.
COVID out of hand. So
still out of hand. People ain't remind people of that. COVID is still out of hand.
And it's real bad out there in Cali, ain't it?
I don't know what the numbers are. I know it was really bad there.
In St. Louis?
Mm-hmm. Because y'all ran out of hospital beds, but I don't know what the update is out here. I have to double check.
Well, they still had the Super Bowl, so it must not have been too bad.
No, it was just that the city didn't want to lose that money.
And I think this war about to take the attention off a lot of COVID.
You said what?
I think this war is about to take attention off of COVID.
Of course it is. Yeah. But they had already been trying to take the attention off anyway.
So Putin was like, forget it. I'm just going.
Yep.
We ain't gonna talk about COVID no more. We're gonna go on over here and do our thing. For a couple years, everybody forget about COVID. So
As a new strain has popped up.
ain't nothing more deadly than that Putin strain though.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm gonna make it out there. But man, I'm just booked this year. Nah, the end of the year I ain't booked. I gotta come to California. When it's cold outside, I'm gonna come to Cali.
You got to be careful because shit, it was cold out here. It was below the 40s.
In December?
No, today.
Were you close to Compton?
No, I'm close to Pasadena. I'm close to Pasadena.
Take me to a block where I can stand like this. They can't even see me. I want to stand like this on the block.
No.
Ain't this how they stand out there?
That should be hella far. No, I was in the South Bay area today. I was like, oh my God, this shit is so far.
Really?
Dang,
so
LA is hella spread. LA is hella spread out.
What you out there like by like Rancho Cucamonga?
No, I'm literally like Pasadena is 10 minutes away from my house. Glendale is right here. I'm in Eagle Rock. Downtown is another 10 minutes away from my house. Dodgers is close to my house. Like
Dodgers Field?
Yeah, Dodger Stadium. And then Rose Bowl is like 15 minutes, 15, 20 minutes.
Oh, you out there where the money at? That's rich, cuz.
No, I'm not. I don't have central air.
Huh?
I don't have central air. No, I'm not.
You don't have central air?
No.
What you got? Just fans blowing all in your house?
I have air conditioning in the dining room area.
So you got like 1 bedroom?
2.
That joint like $2,000 a month, $2,500, ain't it?
Mm-mm.
Is it higher?
Mm-mm. Mine is lower.
Oh.
I have rent control. My spot is $1,440.
Rent control?
So this property is rent control. Well, it was.
How many square feet is that?
I don't fucking know.
Shh.
It's not enough.
Y'all out there.
And my apartment, I'm gonna say this is cute for me. I feel like I have like a lot of, I feel like my storage space is enough, but I'm constantly throwing stuff away, getting rid of stuff just to not feel cluttered. And like having a business is kind of like, I do a lot of stuff in the second bedroom, the guest bedroom. So yeah,
my best friend had an apartment in Burbank. When I helped him move, he was in Burbank. He had a
Burbank is it's like 15 minutes away from me, if that.
3-bedroom. He was paying $2,500.
That's cheap for a 3-bedroom.
Wow, that's fucking crazy. You know what you can get for $2,500 out here?
A house on Lindell.
Listen, a house in Creve Coeur.
No, but I'm saying a house on Lindell because that's prime location.
Yeah, that's true.
Across the street from Forest Park.
That's true.
You can get a house.
But you know, California, y'all paying for the weather and the views. You can't walk outside and see a beach here. All you see is just nasty water.
Yep.
And it's cold out here too.
Yeah, no, that's it's different. It's fun. I like it a lot. I do
California?
enjoy it. Yeah, I like it a lot.
Because you ain't been back home. I 12 years, you would think if you didn't, you would have moved back. If I ever left, listen, I have a lot of regrets in my life. And
Don't have regrets. No.
One of them is not leaving St. Louis when I had the chance.
I'm going to say I don't really have regrets or shoulda, woulda, couldas. It's just like, because I had to get in the space of like, okay, I don't want to feel like I've wasted time. I just said everything aligned how it was supposed to, and everything aligned for you how it was supposed to.
Yeah, I wasn't supposed to leave St. Louis evidently, but I said when I retire, I'm leaving St. Louis. My daughter is old enough, and I'm retired. I'm getting up out of here. 23 more years.
Okay.
22 more years. I'm looking forward to it.
Okay.
Might buy me a home somewhere on my off days of vacation. I shoot out there,
Okay.
St. Louis,
I'm not mad at it.
Hey, if you ever think about moving to St. Louis, don't do it. I have to look in the calendar.
Why you sound like the sheriff when we had all those robberies and they say, don't come here.
Don't come to California. Don't come to St. Louis.
Well, St. Louis is currently kind of being gentrified because y'all market is crazy right now. And they supposed to come through North City with some shit, and
Yo, have you been down there?
I haven't been in a minute.
The O'Fallon projects are gone.
Really?
They are gone. They tore down the O'Fallon project. Well, they tore, yeah, like the white ones.
Yeah, O'Fallon Place?
They gone.
Off of Jefferson?
Off Cass.
Yes, Cass and Jefferson,
gone.
yes.
They gone.
Wow.
Somebody didn't believe me. I was like, the O'Fallon Place projects are gone. That NGA that they built, like, you know, we getting the soccer stadium and everything here now. Like right across the street from the police department on Laclede and Market, like Market and Laclede area, down there by Union Station.
I just feel like, do niggas in St. Louis be watching soccer like that or football?
St. Louis is not a nigga town. These white folks trying to get back downtown. We don't have a basketball team. You wanna know why?
Which is still strange. I feel like I think that would be so dope if St. Louis had a basketball team. Because think about it. I know, but that was when the league was separated. That was like so long ago. But I'm thinking, because like, I mean, we had the Cardinals, the Arizona Cardinals before they went to Arizona.
We had the Rams and
yeah, but you know, but that was a whole thing how they even pulled them out. That was why they sued them for that and they got paid. Mm-hmm. But I would think it would be really dope if St. Louis had a basketball team. Now that would be clutch.
It'll never happen.
It'll be clutch because like just think about how people be so invested in like the Billikens.
Yeah. And Mizzou.
So it
up to Mizzou.
In Mizzou. So that's what I'm saying. Like it will really be clutch, but it's like what team would they even move there?
They were talking about moving the Nuggets here. A while years ago, people said it was a rumor the Nuggets were for sale. St. Louis should get them because Nelly had stake in them. A lot of rumors. I don't know how true it was. Yeah, never made a move on it. But we should have our own. Like St. Louis is a historic town. Like you know how many goods were traded? They had to come through it. Like St. Louis, like we used to have a World Fair. I'm gonna find it. Somebody sent it to me. Like they used to have a World Fair here, like way back in the early 1900s. Like it was a huge thing. Like St. Louis.
Yeah. Okay. So yes, there's the 1904 World's Fair. So which is how I used to have the World's Fair Pavilion, which is where if I did get married in St. Louis, that's where I would have my reception. Where? Because you can in Forest Park.
Oh.
So at the roundabout when you go into Forest Park from Hampton, the roundabout is right there.
Where the horse and the man on the horse is.
Okay. Yeah, so the World's Fair Pavilion, you stay on like that roundabout, hit the first, actually it's the second exit, it take you to the World's Fair Pavilion. And so that was the whole thing, like the Forest Park used to be like kind of, because of that, like was like a lagoon, like they built it out. That's how you got gooey butter cake got introduced. Because of the World's Fair and all these other, so St. Louis is dope. Like, I used to import and export a lot of goods off of that, the river. And Disneyland actually was supposed to be in downtown St. Louis.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
I didn't know that. It wouldn't have lasted.
No, okay. So here's the issue. Well, because Walt Disney is from Missouri, and so so he wanted to, Steamboat Willie is on the Mississippi. So he wanted to create an amusement park that could stay open year round. So he wanted to make it kind of like indoors, and they would not give him clearance for that. So he pulled out, and that's how they ended up out here in California.
And then Florida. That makes sense.
Yep.
That makes sense. See, St. Louis they just squander opportunities to be one of the greatest cities in America.
Because they want to keep it segregated.
Over 3 million people here. The population used to be over 3 million people.
And that was during, I think like Reconstruction. And when we had like the car plants there, but that's how they ended up building all of those public schools. And that's how a lot of those, like after we kind of grew up, like graduated, all of them started to close because nobody,
the population died. It's only two city schools. It's VAP.
Yeah. You got
Beaumont's closed.
Metro. You got
Who?
Metro. Oh, Metro. But you have to test to get into. You have to have a certain type of grades.
See, I don't know about Metro.
Yeah,
I'm talking about the
Metro.
ones that were known, like Beaumont.
Oh, I didn't know Beaumont closed. I thought Beaumont.
So Vashon, the VAP, Gateway.
They was trying to close Sumner, but the alumni.
Sumner is still open, and then Sodan.
Yeah,
So they have 5 schools in the city. The county has McClure, Berkeley South. They had Berkeley, Hazelwood. Central,
that's probably
West,
part of the
East.
reason why they stopped the DSED program too, to stop busting them kids out to the county to get the. It's a whole thing. Yep, it's a whole thing.
We should do a 314 episode.
We might have to make that happen. We might
episode.
We might be able to make that happen. I can have like Tahir pop in and some other people from St. Louis, and we do a special 314 day. That might have to be some bonus content. We'll see. I'll try to make it, because maybe my boy does security for Smino. Maybe we can get Smino in or something.
That doesn't sound familiar.
He a rapper. He from St. Louis.
Okay.
Yeah.
But
man,
you should definitely do a 314 day.
I might be able to swing that.
What day is that on? Let me look.
Nigga, I don't know. I'll be forgetting.
Let me 314 day. March the 14th is on a Monday. My goofy. I'll be here.
Well, no, I mean we might have to. We'll just.
I'm gonna have your package to you before 314 day.
Oh my gosh, my mom still has not sent me my package from Christmas.
I'm gonna send it. When I get off Sunday, I'm gonna go to the store and get.
Look, call Lucretia and mail and grab my Christmas gifts, please.
I'll talk to you.
I'm like somebody.
You eat dad's cookies? Ask it.
What's that?
Yo, what? You don't know what dad's cookies are?
No, I know what grandma's cookies are.
Oh no, I'm gonna have to send you some. Okay, so I'm gonna ask you this before I send them. Are you opposed to eating hard cookies, or do you like cookies soft?
I kind of like cookies a little soft.
I'm gonna send y'all some dad's cookies down there, the whippets and everything.
Dad's cookies, yeah. I'm gonna have to look that up.
Oatmeal cookies, the best oatmeal cookies.
Oh, I don't like oatmeal cookies.
What? You like ginger snaps?
I do like that. I do like ginger snaps.
The consistency of a ginger snap mixed with but it's an oatmeal cookie. But it don't
it's
taste
on the
like
south side.
Cookie. They got a plant on the south side. If you go in there on the south side, they'll give you a bag of cookies. But they sell.
Do you mean these in the blue and white?
Yeah, in the white and blue bag. They Scottish.
Yeah, okay. I feel like I've had those before.
Yo, greatest cookies in the world.
Yeah, I feel like I've had those.
Yeah. You're gonna have to do a 314 day.
Okay.
I'm gonna drape up. I'm gonna wear my Cardinal stuff to work. My red shirt.
Okay, yeah, we're gonna have to figure that out, because I actually have to come to St. Louis for like 48 hours.
48 hours?
Yeah. I stay coming to St. Louis for 48 hours and dipping right back out.
Dip. You'd be so low key.
Yeah, because it just be too much happening. But like my friend is getting married, one of my best friends is getting married. And so that's why. But I feel like I get there. I have to double check my itinerary, because I feel like I take like an early flight out here on the 10th. She gets married on the 11th, and Tahir needs me back that Saturday. But I booked my flight for Sunday, so I'm probably gonna have to change my flight.
The 13th.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, man, tell everybody where they can find you.
Find me at. Dang, I can't even get this right. TW83 on Instagram. On Twitter, it's the same. Right Hand the Pod is the podcast. Me and my partner Dope Woods. We got a dope podcast. We're only 4 episodes in. Well, this Sunday will be 4 episodes in. We're getting back to work. We intend to be one of the greatest podcasts, not in the Midwest, but in the world. One of these days. We get the right push behind it. We're not afraid to speak our mind. But it's more so about bringing knowledge to our community, shedding the light on a lot of positivity, but letting us see ourselves in the mirror. Like, we don't always have to be negative, but we just try to bring a positive outlook to everything. So Right Hand Pod, check us out on Spotify, YouTube. We have a couple of videos on YouTube, but we can also be found on Apple Podcast as well. So we just growing. Tune in, get those numbers up so we can get a sponsor. Hey. So when I come to Cali, I could be on what's your people?
Word in this hard damn internet, you scared?
Not that one, but I'll be on there.
More to the story, or which one? Squadcast?
Yo, make sure you tell Pat. I've been watching Roast Me since they were in that room. Since Teddy was the host, I used to watch Roast Me all the time. I wish they would bring it back. I really wish. You know who one of my favorites are now? That used to be corny. What's the old dude name? He the old dude that would come in there dingy. They would always rag on. He from LA. Boo Capone.
I will chop this clip down and I will send it to Pat.
Boo Capone. He one of my favorites. I'm glad to see he finally came up. But Roast Me, I enjoy everything they do out there. But we're on our way. So make sure y'all check us out, Right Hand Pod. We put an episode out every week. We getting back in the swing of things. So,
hey, well, y'all know where to find me. Saint-Angelus.com/candles. Get your candles.
And I need to order some more too.
And we have, like I said, I am going to create a Patreon with exclusive content. Like I said, I did an episode in DR after all this crazy shit happened. And this is short too. Like, it's like a 15-minute clip. It'll be extra photos, videos, all of that. Y'all get all of that. Like, I recorded a lot of stuff and took a lot of stuff, like, because it's my birth month. So I got like a lot of content that I've been holding on, and I'm gonna just upload that shit, give y'all some tears, and build that out, and just have a great time. And be sure to like, subscribe, and share the podcast. I'm trying to get my subscriptions on YouTube up to 1,000, because then you kind of start monetizing. And yeah, and that's all I got for y'all. I'm tired.
Yeah, I could tell. What time is it out there?
It's only
8:40. It's 10:40 out here.
Okay. Well, I'm also, like I said, I'll be sleepy.
Listen, I'll be
sleepy. But also, this is the time I start winding down. I go to bed.
Oh, yeah, I don't.
I go to bed.
I like go in here and watch Snowfall.
No, I'm a finish Spice World, and shout out to my best friend Vernon, because I was talking to Vernon one day, and I was like kind of like depressed. There was so much happening, and I was like, man, I just want to pop some popcorn and watch Spice World. I can't find Spice World any fucking where.
What was that?
Nigga, I think somebody hit somebody's car.
That was loud.
My car in the back. But yeah, I think somebody hit somebody's car. But I'm definitely gonna look on the balcony and when we get offline. But no, my best friend got me this, like, literally for my birthday. He sent me a package and was like, did you get your package? Did you get your package? And I'm like, no. And I checked the mail the other day, and he found Spice World on DVD for me. Wow. I have been hunting for that for years.
You have a Fire Stick?
I have a Fire Stick, but it's not. Well, it's supposed to be in the package that Lucretia sent me.
Yo, text me her number Sunday. Okay. I'll try to bump it to her, because I'm gonna send everything out before I go to New Orleans.
Okay.
So I'll send it out Sunday.
Okay, and she, but no, so it's not on any streaming platform. And I have been on like the manhood trying to find like a DVD, whether it had been used, new, whatever. I didn't care how much it cost. I was trying to get this DVD, and he found it. He went to town and did a deep dive, and he found it for me. And I boo-hooed, and I was in the room watching Spice World when you was like, okay, we're gonna do 4. I was like, oh damn, I'm in the middle of Spice World.
Oh, that was today?
Yeah.
Oh shoot. But yeah, go on finish your Spice World. I'm gonna go ahead and
Yes.
get Snowfall anyway.
All right. I'll catch up with you later, cuz.
All right. Don't
Bye.
forget to send me your number.
Oh no, I'm gonna send it to you right now.
All right.